that also brings me to my next question. Like when the guy was talking about how he was spending 10 hours, I think, to smash a woman or something like that. Now, back in the day, admittedly, I would be that type of person. I've been one of those before back in the day. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But I was wondering, why didn't it work? Because say I would get a woman's number on, say, Saturday. We would set something up for, let's just say, Thursday.
Right.
And I would be one of those that I would talk to her every day. Everything would be cool. Right. And then say it would get right on Thursday. It'd be ghost or she would flake. But everything was cool up until then. You know, you sending pictures of each other, you know, stuff like those type of pictures and things like that. So up until that point, why doesn't it work? I know it doesn't, but why not?
Well, yeah. Well, this is the thing, though. This is what I keep trying to tell you guys. And this is the thing. The more time and energy you give a woman, the less value she sees in you. And the opposite is true. The less time you give a woman, the more value she sees in you. So think about it, and I'm just using an extreme example, right? Think about the idea of a celebrity, right? Let's say like someone like Chris Brown, Drake, you know, even an actor, Chris Hemsworth, whoever, right? What happens is that they seem unattainable, which elevates the value. It's like, oh man, that would be awesome to meet this person or that person. They, you know, some people will go to their concerts. They're excited because they're just in the same room with the motherfucker, whatever it is like that, right? So what happens is that even getting close to that person or even spending any amount of time, right, is valuable because those people are unattainable to a sense. So this is why women will pay $1,000 some to take a picture with Chris Brown. You understand what I'm saying? Because they get to meet him, have a picture with him, be in the same room with him, and it's only for like probably less than a few minutes, right? And so what happens is that because they can't attain him, he's more valuable. But the more you can attain the person, the less valuable it becomes. So now when it comes to you dealing with women, right? Remember, when you deal with women, women are also dealing with other guys the same exact time she's dealing with you. So let's say me and you are dealing with the same woman. Let's say we're dealing with a woman named Justine or some shit, right? So you meet Justine, I meet Justine, right? And so now you are talking to Justine the whole week, sending her pictures, doing all this other stuff. I didn't do none of that shit. I just told Justine, meet me Friday for a drink, right? Now, Justine is going to be comparing and contrasting me and you. You understand? So now she, in her mind, and this is subconscious, in her mind, I'm more valuable than you because I am less available than you. Do you see what I'm saying? So what happens is that this is why a lot of times what happens is when the guys think, oh, well, let me love bomb her and do all this other shit. And of course, the women, they'll take the attention. But then what happens is that when you do that, she sees you as less valuable and she puts herself above you. That's why when you do shit like that and act all boyfriendy or give her all that attention, it's harder to get sex because she's like, well, he's already putting me on the pedestal. He's elevating me. So now I'm in control of this whole situation. And on top of that, simultaneously, I am not that sexually attracted to him because the guy I am sexually attracted to is the guy that I can't attain. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, if you look at it holistically, women generally are going to get attention from men in general. So if women are getting attention from guys complimenting them all the time, liking their pictures, you know, doing all these other different things, right? That means that is her norm. That is what she's used to. So that is not special. That is not anything that's, you know, noteworthy. So what happens is that the opposite has to be valuable. So if this thing right here that I'm used to, I'm taking it for granted, I'm used to it, this is whatever, the opposite is the thing that is valuable. You see what I'm saying? This is why when we even talk about for guys, this is why guys end up simping and fucking falling in love with bitches all quickly, is because usually what happens is most guys are getting rejected. So if a woman gives a guy any amount of attention, what happens? That's valuable because it's the opposite of what he's used to. You see what I'm saying? So that's why he gets so, oh my God, I'm getting choosing signals. Oh my God, she's so hot and I'm really trying to make, so they get excited at the opportunity. That's what they look at as an opportunity to get with this hot girl. Why? Because it doesn't happen often. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that what's valued is what you have less of. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Okay, I see what you, so then it's kind of like, in a way, like, so the boyfriend energy is not valuable, but say like the big dick energy is valuable because that's what she sees rarely less of.
Right, but also remember, she gets less of a guy that is, or I should say this, if she can attain that guy, the idea is in the attaining of him. See, what happens is that the guy who she can't grasp or keep is more valuable than the guy she already has. So when you simp or trick or you're sweating a girl, in her mind, she has you already. You see what I'm saying? Because she already she already knows that you're sweating her, all in love with her and all this other shit. The idea of getting the other guy who doesn't really want her like that is more valuable because he is more valuable in her eyes, period, because he is the most attractive guy sexually. And the reason why he's the most attractive guy sexually is because he's the type of guy who has game, believes in himself, and is not making it about the woman. So when he's the type of guy who's out here fucking all these girls. So if I'm out here fucking all these girls, do I have time to be talking to a girl all week before a date? If I'm the guy who all the women want, do I have time to give all my attention and time to this one woman? If I'm the guy that all the women want, do I really care if this girl texts me back or not? If I'm the guy that all the women want, do I give a fuck about trying to get to know her and be a gentleman to her and all this other shit, right? I'm so arrogant, cocky, conceited. I'm him. So I feel like she's even lucky that I even talked to her in the first place. But then what happens is the other guys feel like they're lucky to be in her presence, which is why they're texting her all week. Good morning, beautiful. And then they feel like they got to go back and forth with her and get to know her and blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? So women will take that energy, but even though they're taking that energy, they still don't see him as the top guy. Why? Because the top guy would never give them that much attention. So even with this topic, we're talking about spending hours with a woman you just met. What does that make her perceive you as? Not the top guy. This guy has to be a loser. Why? Because he don't even know me and he's spending all his time and energy with me. He has to be a loser. He don't even know me and he's talking about let's go out to this expensive dinner. He don't even know me and he's fucking willing to pay me for sex. He don't even know me and he's willing to love bomb me and do all this other shit. He don't even know me and he's just sweating me because I'm so hot. You see what I'm saying? So he has to be a loser.
So if she knows, she's like, okay, he has to be a loser, she'll just go through with it anyway. Say she'll show up on the date, right. But then that's when you start to see them little inconsistencies of, like, say she shows up late or she starts flaking or she's doing those things. And then when that guy still shows up, it's really just confirmation of what she already knows, that he's a loser. Exactly.
And also remember when Miles says bitches know they ain't shit, that's not an insult. See, what happens is he's saying the bitches know that they ain't shit, and she's saying, how come he doesn't know that I ain't shit? And what that means is the pedestal you're putting her on, she's saying, why am I on this pedestal? Doesn't he know that I'm weird? Doesn't he know that I'm inconsistent? Doesn't he know that I'm flaky? Doesn't he know that I'm all emotional all over the place? Doesn't he know that I don't fucking, I'm not consistent? I don't, like, he doesn't know all of the intricacies, the negativity, the mental issues I have. And I'm just being very, extreme at this point. But what I'm saying is that women know themselves, but you don't know them. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that she's looking at you like, damn, like, this motherfucker's giving me all this praise. You understand? But he don't know that I ain't about shit. He's putting me on this pedestal, but he don't know that I'm inconsistent. He's putting me on this pedestal, but he don't know that, I'm just here for his money. You understand what I'm saying? He's thinking I'm the best shit since sliced bread, but he don't know that I'm terrible in bed. You understand what I'm saying? He's thinking I'm the shit, but he don't know that I got a nose job, my lips done, a BBL. You understand what I'm saying? He don't know all of this shit is fake. You see? And so therefore, right? So therefore, she automatically doesn't respect you, but she'll take your attention. She automatically thinks you're a loser, but she'll take your money. You understand what I'm saying? She automatically thinks you're lame, but she'll talk to you on the phone for an hour. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that you get a lot of resistance, and you get women who play these games because from the jump, she was never interested in you anyway, but you're love bombing her, giving her all this attention, energy, and all this other stuff. And so she has no respect for you because remember, the guy who understands, the guy who knows, right? The guy who knows. The guy who doesn't know is the one who's going to get played. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. If you're tired of spending your time, money, and energy on women just to find out that they're not sexually attracted to you, they're not trying to hook up or anything like that, or if you get into a long-term relationship with a woman who doesn't respect you, who's giving you a headache, having a lot of attitude, if you're tired of these things happening, right? Make sure you go to shoplocario.com to get my program, Master the Vetting Process, because vetting is a very, very important thing when it comes to the dating game. And if you don't vet women, you are going to be unsuccessful in any situation when you're dating. So make sure you go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy today. Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, the definition of game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, it's the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah, it's this guy, it's on point, you know. This guy is good. This guy is how he's supposed to be.